How's it going, everybody? Ryebread here today, and we are back with our Toronto Maple Leafs franchise mode. And yes, at the end of last one, we did squeak into the playoffs. So when I say squeak, guys, like we, again, just made it, I think, on the last day of the season. We just made it back in. So yep, there we are, the final wildcard spot. If we go check out the Eastern Conference here. Yeah, we made it over the Devils on... Oh my god, what tiebreaker did we use? Maybe just straight up wins, because the Devils had the same amount of points as us, but they also went to 6 more overtime. They had 6 more overtime losses, which gets them the extra points. But yeah, man, we when I say we just squeaked into the playoffs, we just barely got in. And as far as goals against per game, not very good. Worst one of the worst goal against averages. But see, like, at least the Florida Panthers have a positive goals for to goals against, or at least 0. We're negative. We have 0.05 negative 0.05. So we get outscored by 0.05 goals per game, which I know is not a lot, but you're still getting outscored per game, which is just terrible. That's you can't have that. That's bad. Anyway, we're taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins in round 1 of the playoffs, and like last year, we were the worst team to make it last year. So maybe this is a good thing. Maybe I want a bunch of playoff performers who barely climb into the playoffs. Let's go ahead and check out Pittsburgh here. What do they got? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. It's going to be... Okay. Daniel Sprong. Not great. But Crosby Kessel. Oh, these guys are still insane. They're 33 and still insane. Malkin, Hornqvist, Sheary, Hagelin, Gensel, Anton... I mean, the center court, you just can't contend with that center court. I'm sorry. But, I mean, winger depth? They don't have a lot of winger depth. They got Kessel. That's basically their best winger. Feeling a little bit better. Defensively, all they have is Letang. Well, I shouldn't say all they have. They got... Only Mata would be a great top 4 defenseman. Like, Schultz and Mata, and then Dumoulin and Alexiak would be just a good pairing. They just need to find somebody else for their first pairing. But in goal... They have 90 overall Matt Murray, which is not great, with Tristan Jarry right behind him, so what the hell. And then Nicholas Almari. All right. But if you guys didn't remember, we've been playing with the lines a lot this year, and it's just because the team hasn't played as well as I'd hoped they had. So we're going back with the way the lines were at the start. Frolik up there as well. Up there on the third line. I should say up there on the third line. He was on the second line last year, and he killed it. Riley and Spurgeon, Liljegren and Martinez, and Moore and Dermott. That's what we're going with. Scratched, we have Bransom scratched. Like, he was bad. He was bad. And Shea Theodore is hurt. So once Shea Theodore comes back, we'll be fine. We did acquire Alec Martinez at the trade deadline to really shore up this defensive core. So maybe Brandstrom wasn't quite ready, but Morgan Riley's good. And then we have Frederick Anderson, who's not quite as good as Matt Murray, but, you know, it is what it is. We'll do with what we... We'll just deal with what we got. God, I can't even speak. Anyway, heading into this game against Pittsburgh on the road. First game of the, what year is it? 2021 playoffs. You're defending Stanley Cup champions, making it in as the final wild card. And now we're probably going to have to go through the Metro. We're going to have to go through the Metro and we could play an Atlantic team in the finals, I guess. Or in the Eastern Conference finals, if we get there. Let's just focus on first period of game number 1 here, shall we? First period. Booyah, baby. Timothy Liljegren. He doesn't score much. He almost never scores, but he scores on Matt Murray. From the point. Beautiful shot from the middle of the point. There you go. Second period. Ooh, yeah. I kind of expected this. Holy shit, the shots. They're just destroying us in shots. Good God. All right. Third period. Come on, boys. It's only 1 goal. Your goaltender's been great. 5-on-3 power play, and we kill it. We kill off the 5-on-3. Let's go. Now, can we get some offense, please? Can we put some shots on, please? Somebody score? I mean Matt Murray's good, but we saw last night that he's beatable. Go Caps. And a power play. Come on, 1 minute. And nope, we're not going to get it done. So we get an early start to this game, only to be in the second period. Just... I mean, they outshot Frederick Anderson. You did the best you could. So, I'm not going to blame Frederick Anderson. We just had no offense. 2-1 loss. You can't have that. You just can't have that. Oh, and I was going to check minus, because I think I might want to make a change on that first line. If the first line was the line that was a minus, I'm going to make a change. Minus was more... no, the first line was actually a plus. For a league... Oh, so Moore and Dermott were a minus. They were both a -2. I'm gonna leave it one more game, and if they're a minus in this game and we don't win, I'm gonna change some stuff up. We're gonna just go crazy here. I mean, not crazy. What am I going to do? Put Eric Brandstrom in instead of Travis Dermott? Whatever. Anyway, first period. And again, we get off to a really good start. And this time, the bottom six is contributing the goals. Last game, it was Liljegren, which was a defensive pairing. But anyway, the bottom six forwards getting us goals. Frolik and Hyman both putting one in the first period. And Hyman literally right on top of Murray there. I'm pretty sure he just pushed Murray out of the way and put it in. Second period. All right, Phil Kessel scores. You're not going to keep him quiet, but William Nylander and that first line does get a very solid goal there. And they again are out shooting us by a bunch. Freddie Anderson, baby, I'm counting on you. Steal one on the road. Let's go. Shut this down. There we go. Penalty kill, but oh god, we kill the penalty, but Phil Kessel makes us pay right afterwards. Can we get the lead back? We have need that insurance marker. We got 5 minutes to go, boys. We're still looking good. Pittsburgh's got a lot of shots. Here comes the push at the very end of the game, and Hornqvist ties it up with 14 seconds left. I was ready to start celebrating, but Hornqvist ties the game up, and we're heading to overtime. Come on, boys. I know you're tired, but hey, defense, and Freddie Anderson's tired. The offense, you guys aren't tired. Leave it all out on the line. We give Pittsburgh a power play in overtime. We kill it off, though. Thank goodness. Come on, Toronto. Get some goals. Get some later goals. Like, we score goals early in the game, but we can't seem to score them in the third period. So far, we've got 0 third period goals in these 2 games. And now we're in overtime, looking to head to a second overtime as Pittsburgh's out shooting us by 16. That's insane. They are just absolutely dominating us. Oh my god, they get a power play, and you can't give them that many chances as Phil Kessel comes back to bite us in the ass, and he gets himself a hat trick there in overtime. Oh man, guys. That one, that blows. We were up and everything. So Heinen and Martinez were the only minuses. That's not bad. The team is playing what we just need a result. I mean, I'd like Shea Theodore back as soon as possible too, but oh man, we failed to take one on the road, and that would have been that was the one to get. We were up 3-1 in the third period, up 3-2 with 14 seconds left. He ties it. 14 seconds, guys. Did I mention he scored with 14 seconds left? Oh my god. Austin Matthews is leading the team in points though. So if Austin Matthews in that first line steps up, I will be very happy. But now we're on home ice and we cannot lose. We give them another power play. Who's taking all these penalties? First period. But it doesn't matter. That penalty doesn't matter. Tyler Bozak from the right circle in the slot there, just above the hash marks, gets the opening. We've scored first in every game. Now, just keep the offense rolling. Let's go ahead and keep it going, boys. Second period. Oh my god, Daniel Sprong in that first line. Can we score a third period goal, please? And Lipin, I believe he's on that second line. But Nazem Kadri scores our first third period goal of the game and gets the game tied. Of the series. First third period goal of the series. Halfway through this third period, guys, we're still tied 2-2. We are finally out shooting Pittsburgh. Finally, we don't have to put it all on Freddie Anderson to keep us even remotely close in the game. And now here's another overtime game. Can we not give them a power play in overtime? That's just a simple request. Can we not take a penalty? Don't be stupid. Make the smart, simple play. And Patrick Hornqvist, and they go up 3-0 in the series. I didn't make any changes after the last game because, son of a... Timothy Liljegren, Heinen, Martinez, Nylander. I don't know what to do. There's nothing I can do. This team is just too good, and we backed our way into the playoffs, and we got better players. We got more talented, but we just... Shea Theodore is fully healed and available to play. Oh my god, come on. All right, best lines. We'll go best lines here. I think, who's doing better here? 5 shots, 20%. So Marner doesn't score. Nylander does score. So we'll put Tyler Toffoli on that first line with Marner and Matthews. Then Tatar, Kadri, Nylander. I'm actually going to try this. I'm going to put Thomas Tatar on this third line and throw Leak back on that second line because he was good on that second line last year. Tatar, Bennett, Brown. Bennett is... yeah, he's doing fine. Nazem Kadri got a goal for us last game. He has a -1, though. He's not going to get any more playing time. And oh, wait. Hyman and Heinen. So we got Danton Heinen here is a -3. Heinen out and Brooks in. That's what I'm going to go ahead. Heinen out, Brooks in. And then defensively, Shea Theodore on that first line. There we go. That looks like a very... That's a much improved defensive core. So we're not going to Mason either. I'm not going to go that crazy. All right. We're down 3-0 in the series here. Can we just take one on home ice and avoid the sweep? Just, come on, guys. We've been doing well. Let's keep it real. Hopefully I didn't just screw everything up either. We've been close in every game. Back-to-back overtime games, 1-goal games in every game. 2 overtime games and a 2-1 loss. So it's not like we were that far away, but I just went ahead and made a bunch of changes because we're down 3-0. First period. And there we go. Phil Kessel scores, but Bennett and Nylander on that second line. There we go. We spread it out a little bit, and it's working. Second period. All right, we're leading heading into the third. Again, Pittsburgh is outshooting us, so I think it was just a fluke last game to outshoot Pittsburgh. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is we're up 2-1 as we hit the halfway mark of the period. Start that one a little early. We are still leading. And with 5 minutes to go here, still a 2-1 lead. Come on, Frederik Andersen, keep this game in our favor. And Connor Brown from the goal line. But Hornqvist, what? Oh my God, Connor Brown, you beautiful bastard. Gets that goal there. Just, oh man, 20 or 30 seconds later, Patrick Hornqvist scores. So if it wasn't for Connor Brown, Patrick Hornqvist would have tied the game, and it would have pissed me off again because that was under a minute. Oh, 3-2 victory there on home ice. And now the series is 3-1. So Frederik Andersen's happy because he's playing. I'm glad you're happy because you're playing. Now, be happy because you're winning, okay? Locker room chemistry, it's at 72%. I was like, I forgot where they put it because it used to be at the bottom, but then they changed the way everything looked. Anyway, headed back to Pittsburgh, down 3-1. Can we do the seemingly impossible? Can we win another game? I mean, just keep it one game at a time. Don't think. Just think about you need to win this one game. We need to win this one, period. Start it now, boys. First period. I have nothing to say. It's over. Holy shit, we got blasted. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. In a span of 8 minutes, we allowed 4 goals, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. Second period. Hey, Austin Matthews gets us back to within 3. It's not over. We need a ridiculous third period. Phil Kessel, yeah. No, we need a ridiculous third period if we were going to come back. Oh, God. Oh, that was rough. Oh, it's not even over yet, but I just, can it please end? Just, please don't make me sit here for these last, 8 minutes of game time. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Finish the sim. Oh, that hurts. Oh. I don't know what to do. The team got better, and we finished worse in the regular season. And this time, the playoff magic wasn't there. Shea Theodore being out for those first couple games didn't help us. He might have swung the games in overtime, been able to put out a better defender, but that's not the kind of performance you want when your backs are against the wall, although I guess it's a gentleman's sweep. It is what it is. That's the end of our playoff run. Stanley Cup defense ends in 5 games, which is not what I was hoping for, but a lot of you guys were saying to trade Mitch Marner, and that's where I think I'm going to go. I'm going to trade Mitch Marner for, I think, a stud defenseman. I think that's what we need. I don't think we need... I mean, we have Riley, yes. But if we could get a middle 6 winger and a top pairing defender for Mitch Marner, I think I'm going to do it. You guys let me know what you think about that. We'll give him 3 years. I mean, it's not going to be an issue. 3 years, 7.5. Give him that. He does want an extension, so he'll probably accept that one. We can trade him at the draft if we do give him this extension, which will be nice. We'll advance the day here. The playoffs are over for us, so now it's the little off-season. There we go. He did accept it, so we can trade Mitch Marner. If we want to trade Mitch Marner, boys, we can. You let me know down in the comments, should we trade Mitch Marner? And if we do, what do you want to see me trade him for? Now, if we go ahead and look at all the other players that we are going to need to re-sign, all expiring, Theodore Bennett Liljegren. And then this Mullen guy. I did not want to use his one of his years of his ELC. He's going to be a great winger to slot in there. We have Tyler Toffoli and we have Thomas Tatar. Tatar is expiring, though. Do we want to re-sign Tatar as well? I'm going to lean and say yes, depending on how much he wants. I mean, 3 years, 3 years, 5 million, 5.1 million. That's a good deal for a second line winger and somebody that provides what he provides. Martinez, probably not going to want to re-sign him. Liljegren, depending on what he wants. Oh yeah, I'd like to sign Liljegren for 4 years, 3.5 million. I think it's a very solid deal. Gets him till he's 25. Good cap hit. Sam Bennett. Sam Bennett's a guy that I don't know if I want to pay $4 million for. As far as his point totals, he did put up 39 for us this year. He was playing, I think we bounced him around a little bit, but he was mostly a third line forward. He had a very good season for us. He only played 13 minutes time on ice. He laid a bunch of body checks, and he had that's a third line center if I've ever seen one there, boys. 1 year 4.2 maybe for a guy like Sam Bennett. Shea Theodore, yeah, 3 years, $5 million. That's also fine for him. Bozak's probably on his way out. We got guys like Brooks and Heinen who will be just fine. We're retaining salary for just the remainder of the year, I think, and a buyout penalty that shouldn't last too much longer. I don't know. That's this year. Next year, there's no buyout penalty. We do have retained salary next year, just $1 million, but after that, it's done. So we can lock ourselves into some contracts, but I'm not opposed to trading Mitch Marner for a younger middle six winger and a top defenseman. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but if you look at Mitch Marner's trade value, it's ridiculous. It's all the way up there. And I know a guy like, although, wait a second, he is, he's an 85. Didn't it say he was an 85 just because of, yeah, he's an 85. He's still listed as a first line forward, but he's not happy with how things are going. I did give him a new contract, so maybe that'll cheer him up, but man, we may be trading Marner at the perfectly wrong time. Anyway, let's go ahead and while we sim to the draft, we'll go ahead and follow the Toronto Marlies here because they're still in the playoffs. They actually swept the Albany Devils, I believe that is. I think they're still Albany. I'm not too sure exactly. And now we take on the Buffalo Sabres affiliate, the Rochester Amerks. And we start out with a 2-0 loss, 3-1 win, 4 OT loss. There we go with a win, though, and a loss. Win. Can we continue the streak? Amateur Scout is calling. Where do I have to scout? Oh, good. That's right. I don't have to scout during the playoffs because we got eliminated. Anyway, and a 5-0 win. And we win in 7. There we go. Now we play the Hartford Wolfpack. Not too sure who they're the affiliate of, but there's 3 straight wins. And it's a gentleman's sweep. And we will be taking on Vegas's affiliate, the Chicago Wolves. Here, there we go. I believe this is the Calder Cup Finals. So it's 1-1 in the series. All right, let's go ahead get to, the 31st here. We lose. No, we're down 2-1. It's tied 2-2 again, though. We're battling, boys. The AHL squad is battling hard to stay in this one. All right, defenseman for 2 weeks down over there in the SHL. Overtime loss, and we do lose in game number 6. And we are eliminated from the Calder Cup playoffs in the finals, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's the finals. And who's going to be your Stanley Cup champions? It is the Winnipeg Jets. And yes, it was the Chicago Wolves that eliminated us and won the Calder Cup. So, the Winnipeg Jets made it and won. I believe, didn't we face the Winnipeg Jets last year? I'm pretty sure we took on the Winnipeg Jets last season. I'll let the scout do whatever he wants to do. And we'll see the draft order. I don't believe we have a top pick because I feel like I traded everything away. And there you go. So it's Nashville, Minnesota, Boston, Detroit, the Rangers, Calgary, Los Angeles, Buffalo, the Islanders, Chicago, Anaheim, Vancouver, Philly, Minnesota, and New Jersey. So we are probably picking like 20, though, 20-something. So nobody retired from the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is as to be expected because we are a super young team. But Daniel Sedin goes... I'm going by games played. Hartnell, Chimera, Gabrick, Phaneuf, Dion. Phaneuf goes as a Shark. Sharp, Brown, Verbata, Koivu, Camilleri. Any goaltenders? Giordano went as well. I saw that there. Roberto Luongo has called it quits. And McElhaney. Curtis McElhaney. So, that's all that I have for this one. I can't believe we got swept in round... Or not, gentleman sweep. Gentleman sweep. I can't believe that happened. But Or we could trade Mitch Marner to move up. That's the thing. We could always trade... If there's a franchise potential player, we could always trade Mitch Marner and move up and go get that guy. And Vince Dodge, the United States sniper, That would be, oh god, if we could get a bona fide sniper to put alongside Matthews and Nylander. Matthews could go back to being maybe a two-way forward, maybe a playmaker. Nylander can stay being a playmaker, and we'd have Vince Dodge, a franchise potential. Oh, franchise, man, he looks so good already. Now, it's not exact franchise, but the fact that it even says franchise gives me the idea that he is a franchise player. Or we could stay put and take. I mean, if we do stay put, we could even take a guy like Bryce Tapper here, who is medium top 6. He looks pretty good. He's 20, but he should have a good overall with that passing being up there at 81 already. As far as other players, not really anybody else that jumps off the page as far as us knowing a ton about. But the options are: do we trade for the first overall pick? Do we trade Mitch Marner to go up and get Vince Dodge? Or do we trade Mitch Marner and go get ourselves a top defenseman and a middle 6 winger, and then take who we get at our pick, which is probably in the 20s. Maybe we could get Stahl, the elite goalie. More likely we're going to get the exact top 6 guy here, Tapper. I don't trust these guys that are elite unless they're at the top of the draft. But Bryce Tapper here, I know he's older, but he's still a good player. You guys let me know what you want to see. I kind of have an idea of where I want to go with it, but you guys let me know where you want to go with it. I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys at the draft.